tuning in to this stream. I got a lot of videos to do, so this stream is short as possible. I don't want to spend too much time talking about this, but I just have to keep it real, not trill. But anyway, I am really worried about both of the Charlo brothers. They are both headed in a dark path. Or should I say they are walking in it, or they are currently in it, and the problem is, how are they going to get out of it? Now, if you don't know by today, Jamal Charlo was taken into custody for apparently basically a hit. He tried to flee the scene. He basically wrecked a luxury car. The lives, I know people that got, and it's very really eerie fit, you know. So you can see think of it, if that was your son, your nephew, your father, your mother, your sister, your aunt, your grandmother, you know what I'm saying, your best friend, your fiance, your husband, or your wife, or whatever. Because they didn't have enough control not to drive. And apparently this was in the afternoon. Now, they didn't say what he was under the influence of. They didn't necessarily say that he was drunk. When they say under the influence, they could mean a whole bunch of different things. But you just keep constantly seeing the downfall of the Charlos. And you wonder, where is Big Al at? Because he's supposed to be, he's supposed to be this dude, that's supposed to look out for the fighters and everything and make sure his fighters is taken care of. Oh yeah, you got to be Hispanic. I forgot about that. They're black, but nevertheless, you just constantly hear about the Charlo brothers always involved in things. And I don't even want to say this, but I have to be a realist. You gonna hear about something really bad happening to one of them, or if not both of them, because they just seem to be in a dark place, both of them. And I think Jamal need to have a psychiatric evaluation by whatever prospective state that he intends to fight in for his next fight before he should be allowed in the ring, because I think he's at that point right now. And he takes punches for a living. I don't know if he has early signs of CTE or none of that stuff, because can't prove it. But just damn, this is what I'll be talking about, this so-called street guy, tough guy mentality. Because at the end of the day, don't nobody believe that them dudes is hard on the boulevard. We don't believe it with Tank, especially him walking around with Chanel bags and stuff, calling himself trying to pull up on people. Yeah, I see they messing with me because I'm trying to cook. But unfortunately, wish ill will on people, but then when you constantly hear about them just constantly always being in trouble, and this, like I say, this type of behavior is celebrated by certain people in our community. Our women celebrate this type of stuff. I want a bad boy and all this kind of stuff. Well, ain't nothing good about like being in the car and then maybe the problem is I need to say something. Somebody need to get these dudes help, and they should not. And I think it's to the point. Yeah, he ain't gonna be able to stop. He ain't gonna be able to stop nothing, because I'm gonna keep going. It's mighty strange. All of a sudden, I do all my shows from here now. All of a sudden, I'm having, rolling like balls. This is in yeah, they not gonna stop nothing. But It's just them. They just bothering. They just messing with my frequency. They do that a lot when you start cooking and when you start creating a buzz, because over the past days, I done picked up like over 300 subscribers. So, that's what they do when you start to get hot. They start to give you problems. But, like I said, we going to get through it, at the end of the day, because it's always tail business, straight up. And by the way, shout out to Bill. Shout out to Bill. I spoke to Bill. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've been out of it for the past couple of weeks. Just been really disappointed and been depressed by, really uncovering how fake and cowardly black people is and how black people don't have no backbone. I mean, it's just mind-boggling how many people have came to the defense of Ryan Garcia and basically turned their back on Bill. And at the same time, these people are sitting up here lying, saying Tank punked Devin, and he didn't even punk Devin. First of all, no nigga that walk around with a Chanel bag can punk anybody. I can't even take a nigga seriously that walk around with a purse. And that wasn't even a merce. That was a damn purse. So with that being said, I'm, but I've just been really depressed because, like I said before, I'm just taken back. But I'm gonna talk about a lot of different stuff. I'm gonna expose a whole bunch of people. I'm really gonna expose people tonight because I'm gonna ask some questions and I'm gonna just shed some light on, well, our community, our so-called non-existent community, because I'm finna expose some people. I'm finna expose a lot of niggas tonight, and that's just real talk, because people seem to have selective outrage and, or should I say memory lapse. I mean, I understand it happens when you get or hit that 50 range. There are certain things you had trouble remembering sometimes. It happens to the best of us. What's up, man? But yeah, the Charlo brothers, both of them, especially Jamal, he need to have a psychiatric evaluation. He shouldn't be let in nobody's boxing ring until he have a psychiatric evaluation, because like I said, he's a threat to himself and other people. You can't be going around. But he needs to get help, and that's just real talk. He shouldn't be near a boxing ring, and that's real. So I'm just saying, somebody need to, and it is to the point where they even listen to somebody, because you didn't seen both of the Charlo brothers downward spiral. You didn't seen Jamal basically talking to that cornball Aiden Ross, asking for him to pay him to come on this show and all that kind of stuff. I done just seen some. Well, he didn't pass. He didn't. No, it just came out that the other substance was negative or inconclusive. The oestrodine test is still going to come out. At the end of the day, the New York State Athletic Commission says under their rules and guidelines, you can't have that in your system whatsoever. And they say you are responsible for what goes in your body. So at the end of the day, Ryan Garcia is looking at a lengthy suspension, Well, you know what, Victor, you need to reach out to Jamal or Jamel and, ask them, can you offer them some free counseling? Gotta be free, man, because you know how that is. I don't have no problem where they get it from as long as they get it, because both of them are a threat to themselves and to other people. So, with that being said, I don't care. It's just incident after incident. And like I said, it was bad enough seeing him get the shit slapped out of him by Caleb Plant. He didn't do nothing. And then he went on to apologize. I'm just like, wow. I'm like, wow. I'm like, wow, man. I'm just like, man, this dude's nickname is Can't Get Right. He cannot get it right. You know, they say two wrongs don't make a right, but you know what I'm saying? He definitely ain't making the left neither. It was bad enough. It was bad enough to see him get the shit slapped out of him by a white boy, but to see him just walk off and not do nothing, don't even attempt to fight back. But then I done seen the Charlo brothers always go in on brothers and stuff. Always ready to fight brothers and stuff. But man, even if you did start it, you should have at least remotely looked like you was ready to scrap. I mean, you just walked off. I'm like, damn, dude. And he apologized. And listen, I don't got nothing against Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant did been on my shows several times. I'm just saying, y'all know how this works. Like, damn. Oh yeah, Jared Hurd slapped the other one, and he didn't do shit. I forgot about that. Yeah, but Caleb Plant, he jumped up and leaped like, I mean, he looked like old school Tito Santana doing his finishing move to jump in the air like elbow. I mean, damn. I mean, he jumped in the air. I mean, for real. I mean, he jumped in the air and came with the slapper. You heard it. He slapped the dude so hard, you heard somebody scream, ah! I thought that was him at first. I was like, man, I hope he did. I hope that wasn't him that screamed like that. But it was a woman. But this has just been the many incidents of the Charlo brothers. I know that him and his brother been at odds and stuff over the past, year over some things. I don't want to go into that. I don't want to get all personal. Then you got the other one. He getting into trouble for beating up. You know what I'm saying? Altering the lifestyle people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, wow. I mean, he did. That looked like the old school Tito Santana slap from the WWE. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. When it was the WWF. So, I mean, remember it was the WWF, but they lost their case to the other WWF. So they had to call it the WWE. But man, he jumped in the air and did that slap. I was like, damn. Yeah. He did. It looked, man, D'Angelo. I thought that was Tito Santana. The way dude jumped up in the air and slapped him. He came. I was like, man, did this? Remember I did the video. I said, I hope that wasn't him that screamed like that. You heard somebody go, I was like, oh man, I hope that wasn't him. But they said it wasn't him. But this is what I'm trying to tell you. This is the many incidents with Jermall Charlo. You just like, come on, brother. Oh, shit, I don't care. It is worse to get slapped by what, man. Come on, man. Everybody know you don't. It's still them rules still stand to a certain degree, man. You don't, and that's the problem. I noticed that too, man. These white boys that got bold now, man. These white boys just started getting bold now, man. Because I had to flex on one a couple of times, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to flex on a couple of them a few times. Like, man, you better. All right, man. I'm old school, bro. I don't play them games, bro. So I'm just saying, man. Everybody know those rules, man. You don't let no man. Come on, man. You don't let no white boy slap you, please. It's not as bad if a Hispanic dude do it, but damn. And I mean, you didn't do nothing. I mean, you did like E40 said on the Element of Surprise song. Everybody walking with their lips both out. Surprise, surprise, surprise. The element, apply pressure. I was like, damn, that was the man. Oh, you guys. Oh, damn. Well, there you go. There you go. Enough said. Yep. Now you can officially say that it's, yeah, Kanye West when it all falls down. So, but you know what? I've been hearing that in Houston, they really don't roll with them like that, man. It's one of them situations like, it's kind of like when a dude be from Albany or something and he be claiming Oakland or something or claiming Richmond and stuff. Like, bro, you from Albany, man. You ain't from no Oakland or Richmond and stuff. But you get that a lot. You know, the thing is with them, they want to be like street so bad. And this is what I'll be talking about. This is what I was talking about in reference to, Think Tank, Mr. Chanel bag, Mr. Chanel bag. I'm gangster. I'm taking a picture in front of your car. That's basically parked outside in a public parking lot. I can go to Hollywood right now, and if I seen a Lamborghini, I can take a picture in front of it as long as the driver doesn't come outside. That's not a flex. That's like what Tank did is like standing in front of the Nike store, taking a picture or something, or standing in front of the Gucci store and you don't buy shit. And you saying, look, Gucci. Yeah, but did you buy anything out of Gucci? That's that's what is relevant to. That's what's the comparison to. Like his car is parked in a public parking lot. I mean, anybody could take a picture. I can go take a picture. And then what hood is he talking about? What hood Devin claiming in Henderson, Nevada? There isn't a hood. Like Tank is a real goofy, and it just got to be said. All of a sudden now you want to be Billy Badass, but before the Ryan Garcia fight, you didn't want no parts. You said you don't need Devin Haney. But you constantly trying to call yourself, confront him. You ain't even fit to fight Devin Haney. You fighting Frank Martin. So let me tell you guys what's going on. Take notes, everybody. Take notes, everybody. You know why he aligning himself to Devin Haney? Because I think they got an early trajectory that this fight is not going to sell very well. Now, it may sell out. The fight itself may sell out. I think tickets go on sale tomorrow. But I think the trajectory of the pay-per-view numbers is not very good. Because, one, nobody heard of Frank Martin. Okay? If it was Shakur Stevenson, it would still be some interest. If it was Devin Haney, it would be some interest. Even a rematch with Ryan Garcia would still be some interest. But Frank Martin, last fight was in a damn ballroom. And another contradiction of Tank, saying he only looking for big fights. His last fight was in a damn conference room, a ballroom that at capacity only could hold like around 2,000 people. Nobody's really heard of Frank Martin. He's relatively unknown. And once again, he doesn't really have the experience. So that's why he's calling himself trolling with his fake pull-ups on Devin Haney, because the Frank Martin fight is probably not going to do very well. So he has to give you this false sense of hope that he's going to eventually fight Devin Haney. Oh, is that true that they move in the venue? I heard about that. So now, where they supposed to be fighting at? What, they moving it to the East Coast? I'll have to look into that later. So, I'm a little behind. I haven't really been checking the Instagram and all that kind of stuff, but I just wanted to get that across about the Charlo thing, but I'll be back with more